Today we are going to see an important topic about collection. Collection in Java is a framework that provides an architecture to store and manipulate the group of objects. So what is a collection and what is a framework? Generally, collection means it's a group of an item. It may be in post stamp collection or pictures collection, etc. So a collection is nothing but a group of objects. So what is a framework? Framework is nothing but a basic structure or an architecture from which you can build the product. So that is a framework. Then what is a collection framework? Collection framework is an unified architecture for storing and manipulating a group of objects. The collection framework has many interfaces and many classes that implementing those interfaces. Let us see one by one. Let us see the collection framework hierarchy. Iterable is a parent interface. Collection is a child interface of iterable. Similarly, list, queue, and set is a child interface of collection. DQ is a child interface of queue, and sorter set is a child interface of set. So collection extends iterable, list, queue, and set extends collection, DQ extend queue, sorted set extend set. So this is an collection interface. Now let us see another interface called as map interface. Under map interface there is a sorted map interface which extends map. Let us see about list interface. These are the classes that implement list interface: array list, linked list and vector, and stack extends vector. Before getting into the coding part, let us understand the concept of array list. So this is an array list. Here the name is a reference variable to the array list. Chella stored in 1000, Raju in 1020, Durai in 1040 and Ramesh in 1060. If we note here, we haven't declared and initialized the size of array, but the new keyword will automatically allocate the memory for this array list. So this yellow color is a memory allocated by the new keyword to this array list, and this green color is the memory occupied by another program. So whenever a new item is added, it will be added consecutively in the memory. After Ramesh, it will be added. But the question is, what if the memory comes to this particular point? So this is the biggest problem in array list. Then the memory will copy all this data and will give a new memory which is greater than this previous memory. So this is the drawback of array list. Now let us understand about linked list. If you see here, means the data are stored in different location, not consecutively. But one drawback in the linked list is it must store the address of the next node. So this is an address of the next node. Okay. So it must store the address of the next node to be linked with the next node. But one advantage is the memory will be efficiently used using linked list. But in array list we can't use the memory very efficiently. If you see here, means these number of memories are wasted in the array list, but in linked list the memories are used very efficiently. Whenever a new data is coming, it will be used wherever the memory is available. So this is an advantage of linked list. Now let us understand about set. In this set, it contains the value Volvo, Benz, BMW and Toyota. If I want to add a Volvo to this particular set, it will reject. It won't duplicate the value. But if I'm willing to add this Maruti into this set, it will be added. So set won't allow the duplicate values, but it will allow the new values only. So set does not allow a duplicate value, and also it is not an ordered one. It is an unordered one. Now let us see about hash map. In hash map, the keys and values are mapped. So this is an hash map. This is the key. This is a value. Here the BMW is mapped to 2000, Volvo is mapped to 1500, Benz is mapped to 3000 and Toyota is mapped to 1000. Not necessarily a single value can be mapped to this particular key. It can be also multiple value also can be mapped to this particular key. So this is an advantage of hash map, and hash map plays a very important role in dynamic programming. Without hash mapping or dictionary, it is very difficult to do dynamic programming. Now let us understand the concept of queue. We know queue is first in and first out. So this is a queue. Okay, DFSH. In DFSH, D is the first person who have entered it. So the first person to leave the queue will be D. The second person will be F. This is the concept about queue. In priority queue, even though the D has entered first, it will give priority based on the importance of a person. Like some people may be prime minister or suddenly some CM is coming, they will be given the priority. So this is priority queue. Here F is given the first priority and H is given the second priority. So F will be served first followed by H. This is about priority queue. Next we are going to stack. Stack is last in first out. This is the stack. Here A, B, F, T, S. A is the first one and S is the last one. The person to be served first is S. Next is C. Next is T. So this is about stack. Let us learn the concept of list through code. This is a syntax for array list. Here the name indicates the reference variable to this object and it is indicating it is going to store the value in the form of string. There are four important methods in array list: add, remove, set and get. Add method is used to add a particular value in the array list. Remove method is used to remove a particular item from the array list. Get method is used to get a particular value based on the index. Set method is used to replace the particular value of the array list based on the index. Let us see this example. Here name.add method is adding Chella, Raju, Durai and Ramesh. So if we are going to print this name, the array list will contain Chella, Raju, Durai and Ramesh. This get method will access the index 1 of this array list. So the index 1 is Raju. The set method 2, Raju 2 will replace Durai. Durai is in second index. It will be replaced by Raju 2. The remove method will remove a particular index from this array list. So the 0th index value of the array list will be removed. So Chella will be removed from the array list and the list will contain Raju, Raju 2 and Ramesh. The next important thing is an iterator. Iterator is an interface. Here we are saying we are going to iterate a list called name which is containing a value string. It has contained three important methods. One is as next, next and remove next. The as next method will check the next element is present or not. The next method will access and will print it. The remove method will remove that particular element from the list. Let us run this program and check the program. This is the output. At this particular point, this will be printed Chella, Raju, Durai and Ramesh. Get 1 will access the index 1 of the list. Set 2, Raju 2 will replace Durai by Raju 2. Remove 0 will remove index 0 value of array list. And iterator will iterate to the list. Now let us see an example of vector. This code is similar to an array list. If you run this program, the same output will come. So what is the difference between a vector and array list is vector is a synchronized to 1. What is an advantage of synchronized to 1 in a vector is it is used for thread safety. Now let us understand the concept of linked list. This is the syntax for linked list. Here the add method will add Chella to the linked list. Add first method will add R to the head of the linked list. Add last method will add Durai to the tail of the linked list. Add 1, Suresh. What it will do is it will insert Suresh in between R and Chella. That means R will be linked to Suresh. Suresh will be linked to Chella. Initially R was linked to Chella, Chella to Durai. Now R is linked to Suresh and Suresh is linked to Chella. Now get.to will be accessing Chella. So remove first method will remove R. Remove last method will remove Durai. Let us run this program and check it. So at this particular point, this is an output. At this particular point, this is an output. At this particular point, this is an output. It is removing R, and at this particular point, this is an output. This is removing Durai. This is about linked list. Let us learn about set. These are the different set present: as set, linked as set, tree set. First, let us learn about as set. This is the syntax for as set. There are four important methods: add, remove, size, contains. Add is used to add a particular element in the set. Remove is used to particular element from the set. Size used to find the size of the set. Contains is used to find a particular value is present in the set or not. So here we are adding Volvo, BMW, Ford, BMW and Toyota. Since set can accept only a single value, it cannot accept the duplicate value. Only once a BMW will be added to the set. So we are printing the car set and we are checking whether the BMW is present in the car set or not. If is present, the output will be yes, it contains BMW. Now cars.size will give the size of this particular car set. Cars.remove will remove BMW from this particular set. Now let us run this program and check it. So at this particular point, the set will contain Volvo, Toyota, Ford, BMW. So this is not on an order which we gave. We gave Volvo, BMW, Ford, BMW, Toyota. So a set, it's an unordered one, and also it does not allow duplicates. Second, whether it contains BMW, yes, it contains BMW. What is the size of the set? 4. If you are going to remove BMW, the remaining item will be Volvo, Toyota and Ford. Let us see about linked hash set. In linked hash set, the syntax for the linked hash set is this. It is similar to hash set, but only one thing is here the values are linked. It follows the order. If I want to print the set in the ordered form, then I will be using linked hash set. See here Volvo, BMW, Ford, Mazda. Volvo, BMW, Ford, Mazda. So it will be in this order, the order in which we are giving. If I want the output of the set to be in an order, then I can use the linked hash set. Similarly, tree hash set, what it do is it will sort that particular set based on the alphabetical order or based on the number. Let us run this program and check it. If you see here, means it is sorting the set and producing the output BMW, Ford, Mazda and Volvo. So this is about tree set. Let us see about map. There are two important maps, one is hash map and another is tree map. This is a syntax for hash map. Here state capital is a reference variable to the hash map, and we are saying key is a string and value is also a string. And there are 5 important methods in hash map. One is put, get, remove, key set and values. The put method will help you to include the new keys and values in the hash map. The get method is used to get the value based on the key which is inserted in the get function. The remove is used to remove the key and the value from the hash map. The get set method is used to get the key of the hash map. The value method is used to get the values of the hash map. So in this example, UP is a key, KR is a key, MH is a key. These are values. So if I am going to print the state capital, the UP will be mapped to Lucknow, KR will be mapped to Trivandrum, MH will be mapped to Mumbai. So if I am going to print get of KR, so we are giving here the key, the value will be printed here. So get of KR will print the Trivandrum value of KR. Remove of KR will remove this particular item key and value from that hash map. So this is a for loop. Okay, what this for loop does is based on the key method, it will access the key of the hash map. So one key will be printed here. Similarly, based on the value methods, it will access the value of the hash map and the values of the keys will be printed. Let us run this program and check it. So at this particular point, this relationship is printed. KR and Trivandrum, UP Lucknow and MH Mumbai. So this is an key and value relationship. Get KR. What is the KR value of KR? Trivandrum. So this will be printed. Now I am removing KR. When the KR is removed, there is only two keys, UP and MH and its value. So it is printed at this particular point. So if I am running the loop for K set, that means we are finding the key set from the hash map. It will be printing UP and MH. Similarly, value will be printing Lucknow and Mumbai. Now let us see about tree map. tree map is similar to hash map, but only one difference is it will be sorted in ascending order. If you see in hash map, the output is not sorted in ascending order, it is sorted randomly. But if you see in tree map, if you run the code for tree map, if you see here means the output is sorted in an ascending order, K, M and U. So this is about tree map. We are going to learn about queue. There are different kind of queue. One is queue, priority queue and dequeue. Different methods in the queue are add, peek, poll and remove. This is a syntax for queue. Here we are saying the input will be in the form of string. This is a wrapper object. So the add method will add the element to the queue. The peek method will print the first element of the queue. The poll method will print the first element of the queue and also will remove the first element from the queue. The remove method will remove the first element from the queue. So Kumar, Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao is added to the queue, and we are using peek method, poll method and remove method. Let us run this program and check how the output will come. At this particular point, the queue will contain Kumar, Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao. This is an order in which we are given. First in Kumar, second Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao. So peek, what it will do is it will print Kumar. Peek, what it will do is it will print Kumar. Again, there's no change in the queue list. Now we are using poll method. When you are using poll method, it will print Kumar. The next time when we are going to print the list queue, what it is printing? Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao. The Kumar is printed and it is removed by the poll method. The remove method will remove Ramesh from the queue. This is about queue. Now let us see about priority queue. This is a syntax for priority queue. The same program, Kumar, Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao. Let us run this program. The same thing, but what it will be doing is there will be a priority. See, in this we are inserted Kumar first, next Ramesh, Kiran, Rai and Rao. But here it is inserted Kiran, Rai, Kumar, Ramesh and Rao. So here the program gives priority to Kiran, Rai, then Kumar, Ramesh and Rao. This is about priority queue. So next we'll be looking on dequeue. We can add the queue at the first and also at the last. Similarly, we can remove the queue at the first and also last. So this is we are adding Ram, Shiva, Abel and Zenith. Okay, we are adding Abel first, then Zenith at last, then Abel, Ram, Shiva and Zenith will be printed. So now we are going to remove first. So what will be removed first? Abel will be removed. What will be removed last? Zenith will be removed. Let us run this program and check it. Abel, Ram, Shiva and Zenith. So remove first will remove Abel, remove last will remove Zenith. This is about dequeue.